on to Uber. Roxanne, thank you for bringing this up. What caused you to bring up Uber this morning? Because it jarred a memory that I meant to write down in my notes to talk about my Uber experience again on Monday morning, and I forgot, and then you jarred my memory. I'm like, oh, man, that's what it was, because it was something I knew that I was forgetting, and it was my Uber story. So why did you bring it up this morning?
Well, I brought it up because, all of the car problems we've had in our household lately, we've had to occasionally take an Uber or two, and it has not been working out. Like you look at your app, they say they're 5 minutes away, and you plan accordingly, and then all of a sudden they're 10 minutes away.
Yeah, exactly. Whoa, what the hell is going on with Uber? I'm fed up. I'm really just tired of it. I'm not angry with our Uber drivers.
No.
Most of the Uber drivers that I get are great. I know we have a lot of rideshare drivers that listen to the show, but we try to use Uber when we're going out with friends and it's like a Friday or a Saturday night, and I know we're going to have drinks. I know we're going to have a bottle of wine or two. I don't want to drive. So I try to take an Uber. But we've had, on Saturday night, I had to limit my drinking to just a couple of glasses over, 2.5 hours because the Uber crapped out on me. And Roxanne, you're 100% right. This is happening to me all the time. The last 5 times that I tried to use Uber, I think I had one Uber show up in the 4-minute estimate that it said, hey, your Uber's arriving in 4 minutes. And
what's the matter? Mine works fine. I don't understand.
Michelle said to me that, what did you do to them? Why is Uber hosing you? But if Roxanne's getting the same deal, maybe we need to talk to some Uber drivers. What is going on? What is happening is I book my Uber, and then it'll say arriving in 5 minutes. And then you start to plan accordingly, and then it changes to 10 minutes. Then it'll go to 12 minutes.
13 minutes.
So, listen.
Well, sometimes they get stuck on the back streets, and they got to make a U-turn.
No, something's going on. This past Saturday, we had a 6-top booked for Pont Modern American. Another great meal. Pont Modern American is fantastic. And we had a group of folks, Bobby and Gigi and Dennis Phillips from Channel 28. Yep, and his wife Robin and Michelle and me.
Sounds riveting.
We had a 6-top, so I knew we were going to go through a couple of bottles of wine. I'm taking an Uber.
Boy, I'd have to go through a couple of bottles of wine.
I booked my Uber, right? I booked my Uber, and suddenly it's like 4 minutes to Uber. Okay, Michelle, Uber's going to be in 4 minutes. And then the 4 minutes changes to, it was 15 minutes. Then it went to 17 minutes. What the hell is going on? And Roxanne, your experience, I am fed up. I'm about ready to throw the damn Uber. I'm about to race the app.
Why don't you try Lyft and see if that's better for you?
I've tried Lyft as well. But,
I've never done that.
But lately, the Lyft prices are ridiculously higher than the Uber prices.
It just seems like they're playing a mind game with you when you do it.
They're mind effing me.
Yeah.
That's what they're doing.
Has your rating dropped?
I don't think so.
Your rides are going well. It's just the getting the ride to your house is the issue.
Yes.
Okay, you know what I was doing when I was in New York? We were having such a problem trying to get Ubers that we were like booking them each from our phones separately. And then whoever had their Uber arrive first, we would take that Uber and cancel the other one.
Yeah, but then you get a charge.
I know, but it was like you had to get one.
You know that if you just go in and make a complaint, and they'll erase that cancellation fee right away. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Hey, Mike is an Uber driver in Land O'Lakes. Hello, Mike. You're on.
Hey, MJ, long-time listener.
Thank you, buddy.
So basically what happens is there is a trip radar that comes up on your screen that will show you if you're in the vicinity of that person, and say there's other 5 drivers in that same vicinity, you get about 15 seconds to try to pick up that trip. And it's a kind of a first come, first serve on the Uber driver itself.
Well, you know what I'm saying is that I'm getting like a 4-minute estimate, and suddenly it shoots to 15 minutes. Like, what? That's unacceptable.
What happens there is I experienced that when I'm driving for Uber, I have my Lyft app up as well. Because if you're driving for just one rideshare, you're not really making enough money. So when you have both apps,
Yeah, I know a lot of the folks, they're like double dipping. They're doing Uber and like they'll go to Uber and whatever's paying more, they'll just shut Uber off, go to Lyft and Lyft.
that's
and
exactly what's happening.
Yeah.
You're getting a better fare when that person's along the way and they're canceling on you.
Oh, wait, so they have two cell phones going, one for Lyft and one for Uber?
No, you can have them running just on one.
Oh, wow. All right.
Yeah, I mean, it's hard out there, man. With gas prices the way it is, and they stop giving out bonuses, it's a racket.
Yeah, I'm really just about fed up. And then, like with Lyft, sometimes I'll get a $9.98 fare, let's say, and I tried Lyft on Saturday night. So from my house to Pont Modern American, it was $9.98. Right, we had an early res. We had a 5:45 res. I was leaving the house at 5:30, and I had a $9.98 quote from Uber. When Uber was screwing me around, I went to Lyft. Lyft wanted like $17.50 to take me. It was like twice the price.
So there's surge zones that will come up
Right.
every half hour, and South Tampa is always a surge zone.
It's a screw job zone is what it is.
It's exactly what it is.
Hey, Mike, thanks for listening, buddy. I appreciate it.
See, what I do is every time I take an Uber, this is how you get your score up. You basically pay for it. You tip them $15.
What?
What do you
Custom tip.
I'm going to tip him $15 on a $9 ride?
Well, in my last convention, I was so close to the convention hall, but it was raining. And so nobody would pick me up.
You get screwed when it's raining.
Nobody would pick me up.
That whole surge pricing stuff. I'm about done with Uber. Again, out of the last 5 rides, I've had problems with 4 of them. And I'm sorry. That sucks.
God, you're such a baby, dude.
No, I'm not.